quit. And it was enough for me. I thought, well, I've made 5 records and I've had a good time, and I'm not even 30. It's kind of like, it's a great time to say goodbye. And I don't know whether they felt the same way, but I'd definitely given it everything I could. I went back to England, bought a small cottage in the country, got married, settled down. And then I started to miss New York, which was kind of weird because I'm living in the countryside. It's like, all creatures great and small. It really was. It was the Lake District and small, beautiful little village in Sedber, near Kendal. And 2 lawyers got me out of a record deal. And I went to LA to meet EMI, and they signed me to this really good deal. And I didn't go home for about 3 months. It was like one of those things. I started to write the record, and it happened. It happened so quick. I'd had such a lot of time off that by the time I hit the ground again, I was not just running, I was racing. I was really understood what I wanted to do, and I was no longer with this other record company. And the new record company actually liked what I was doing, So, and man, it happened so quickly, and instead of just doing like some work, meeting a few guitar players, signing the deal and going home, I had to stay in America and finish it, which leads us into missing you, because at the 11th hour, we were mixing the record. They had this great band, Donny Nosov on bass, Gary Myrick on guitar, and Curly Smith on drums. It was a tragically great band. And we'd blazed through this record, written a lot of stuff together, but I knew we hadn't got a big single. I just knew it, and there was something missing. It's like making a jigsaw puzzle, and there's a piece missing, and everybody's looking at the jigsaw going, yeah, it's great, isn't it? You're going, yeah, but there's a piece missing, and nobody got it. And I was going away while David Thorner was mixing, and I was trying to write something else, and I didn't even know what. And a friend of mine had this backing tape. We were working on this song in his studio, and I'm in the bedroom singing on this mic, and he's got a studio in his living room. And we were trying to find this tape we'd been working on for this song. We couldn't find it. It kept stopping the tape machine. And he hit the button at the wrong time, and this backing track came up. And I said, what's that? And he said, oh, it's nothing. I just did it last night. And it was like, boom, dun, 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 dun. And I thought, no, that's right up my street, that. What do you got? So he put that up on the headphones and the mic, and I went back in the bedroom microphone situation and sang the first verse chorus of Missing You without missing a beat. And that's what I was saying about, like, knowing there's a piece missing. Your subconscious is working overtime. I haven't been back to New York. I haven't been home to see my wife, and I'm really kind of feeling it. And Missing You came out, and on that microphone, in that moment, after the first chorus, I choked. It was like everything I've been walking towards in my life happened in that moment. And I knew that it was number one, and I knew my life would never be the same again. And that's, true story.
Can you do Missing You? Would you do this? Great.
We can.
This is the song that knocked What's Love Got to Do with It.
Yeah,
Tina Turner, right off the chart.
Turner,
knocked her right off the
my
throne.
heroine. I just, it was, and I got to meet her the week before.
Oh boy!
At a party, and I leant over and I said, I'm number one next to you.
That's right.
What a way to say hello to Tina, But she was very gracious,
Wow, fantastic. Missing You, John Waite.
Every time I think of you, I always catch my breath, and I'm still standing here, and you're miles away, and I'm wondering why you left. And there's a storm that's raging through my frozen heart tonight. I hear your name in certain circles, and it always makes me smile. I spend my time thinking about you, and it's almost driving sending you the signal tonight. You don't know how desperate I've become, and it looks like I'm losing this fight. In your world, I have no meaning, though I'm trying hard to understand. And it's my heart that's breaking down this long distance line tonight. I ain't missing you at all. Missing you since you've been gone. Missing away. I ain't missing you at all. Missing you. No matter what my heart might say. There's a message that I'm sending out, like a telegraph to your soul. And if I can't bridge this distance, stop this heartbreak overload, I ain't missing you at all. Since you've been gone away, I ain't missing you at all. No matter what my heart might say, I ain't missing you at all. I can lie to myself these days. I ain't missing you. I ain't missing you. I ain't missing you at all. I can lie to myself these days. I ain't missing you.
Woo! They're cheering around the world. John Waite, Missing You. What a huge, huge mega hit.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. Was that the highlight for you in the career?
Well, yeah, I was living in New York before that, and I was kind of living on 72nd Street in a crash pad, you know, sleeping on the floor on a mattress and stuff. Times were pretty tough. And I got to know all the neighbors and the, you know, the old ladies on the street and the newspaper sellers. I was a New Yorker, you know. And then when I came back to New York, I'd go up there and see these people, and they were kind of real proud of me. And it was kind of, I really felt validated with that. It wasn't so much the #1 thing or the success. It was like being in New York, and 6 months before, I was living off like $200 a week in New York. You know, it's kind of tough. And then I was sort of like, you know, top of my game, really. But the thing that really touched me was that, the transition from being, and they were kind of like really proud of me and pleased. And I really took that to heart. I thought that was really kind of wonderful, you know. And the rest of it was great too.
Right.
When you're #1, you always get a good table in a restaurant.
And no sleeping on the floor anymore.
No, well, it was a mattress, but it was pretty funky. You know, it was like Me and the Roaches. You know, it was pretty serious.
Now, you guys chose the name Bad English.
Yeah.
And right at a time when there was a band called Modern English.
Well, you know, I never thought of that, but it was meant to be the spin you put on a ball when you're playing pool. You put like good English on, so it's kind of a, you know, it's one of those names, but English is what you put on a ball when you, and I'm English and I'm bad, and that's what we call it, Bad English. I don't know. I mean, it's one of those things we're all trying to like agree on something, you know, and it was difficult, and we're all kicking in such a lot. It didn't really matter who came up with it, as long as it sort of looked good in print. So and we got away with it. You know, we had a lot of success for like 2.5, 3 years.
And you worked with a couple of guys who went on to be in Journey, John McCain, Neil Schon.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what a great career you've had. You also worked with Ringo Starr.
Yeah, Ringo, I don't know, 7 weeks, which is kind of strange. You know, I mean, I used to be a bass player when the Babies started, and I used to be pretty good. But when you put the bass down, you're not playing guitar all the time. You have to relearn the instrument. And, you know, the opening night in Canada, you know, it was nerve-wracking. We went in there and rehearsed for like 2 weeks, and then you're on. And there was Colin Hay and Sheila E. and Paul Carrick, some major songwriters, you know, in that band. So there was songs that were like Spanish, you know, hip-hop dance super hip sort of like Sheila E. songs. Then there was this beautiful Paul Carrick songs that were soulful. He's a great singer, keyboard player. And Colin Hayes stuff, which was almost like reggae. So you had to learn all those songs, you know, and then play your own songs. And, you know, I looked down and he said, and now here he is, Ringo Starr, and the curtains go up, you know, and I looked down at the bass, and I'm playing this bass, and I swear to God, it went from being a bass guitar into this sort of like object with steel strings on it, and I didn't know one end of it from the other. I mean, it was like, you know, I'm looking at it going like, where do I begin, you know?
Pleasure to talk to you. I know you got one more song for us.
Have we?
Yep, one more. John Waite's here.
2, 3, 4.
Talking, and they're saying that you're leaving, yeah. You're so unhappy, baby, the way that you've been living, yeah. Oh, we always wish for money, we always wish for fame. We think we've got the answers, but some things don't ever change. Doesn't matter who you are. Change what's in your heart will never change. Look in the mirror and see how you've been taken. Ooh, you won't surrender, and oh, your heart is breaking. Oh, we always wish for money, for fame. We think we've got the answers, and some things won't ever change. So change, it doesn't matter who you are. Change what's in your heart will never change at all. Such a big mistake. Oh, we always wish for money, we always wish for fame. We think we've got the answers, baby, but some things don't ever change. It doesn't matter who you are. Change, yeah, what's in your heart.
Waite. Wow, wow.
Thank you, people.
John Waite.
An audience here.
You got your audience. You got your fans around the world, those you can see and those you can't see. And people have been buying your records.
New York, man. Yeah.
Supporting your music. And what an honor it is to have you in our studios.
Well, I really enjoyed it.
So tell me, John, your album name again, the new album?
It's called Wooden Heart Volume 2, Acoustic Anthology. There's a Volume 1 that's only 4 tracks. That's an EP. This one's got, I think, 12 or 14 songs. I forget. But it's really, I mean, honestly, I think it's some of the best things I've done, certainly as a singer, and being able to choose some of those songs and bring them back, like Missing You, Isn't It Time by the Babies, but just unplugged.
Right.
In God's Shadow, that I wrote with Keith Reed from Procol Harum. Just some beautiful, I mean, I like them, but I mean, it's a joy. I mean, you get older, and it's a joy to sort of look back at your career and do the stuff that you love so much, and it still have impact. It means a lot to me.
Well, what a pleasure to have you here. Thank you, John, for doing this.
God bless
you, guys.
Great
band.
Thank you for having us. We really appreciate it.
Can't wait to have you back.
Thank you.
John Waite, our guest, and you're watching Border Crossings. I'm Larry London.
Ni wakati mwingine tena tunakutana ndani ya Zulia Jekundu, ukipenda liite ZJ la VOA Swahili. Naitwa Mkamiti Kibayasi, na bila ya kupoteza wakati tuelekee katika dunia ya Hollywood. Celebrity Cardi B mwaka 2017 umemwendea vyema kinoma. Ninavyozungumza hivi sasa ni kwamba ameposwa na rapa katika kundi la Migos. Ninamzungumzia Offset. Kwa mujibu wa USA Today, tukio lilitokea kwenye tamasha moja la muziki huko Philly, ambapo kijana Offset akiwa jukwaani na bibie, ghafla alipiga goti huku akionyesha pete almasi yenye karati 8. Basi wawili hao baada ya hapo walituma picha zao ambazo zinaonyesha ile pete kwenye mtandao wa Instagram. ZJ inakupa congratulations Offset na Cardi B. Justin Bieber na Selena Gomez walionekana hivi majuzi kati huko LA wakipata breakfast, na baadaye wawili hao walihudhuria misa kanisani, wakionyesha umma kwamba drama zao za zamani kuhusu masuala ya kimapenzi hazipo tena. Inaripotiwa kwamba Bieber alikuwa na hofu baada ya kusikia binti huyo amefanyiwa upasuaji wa kupandikiza figo majira ya sama yaliyosababishwa na maradhi ya lupus. Maridhiano ya wawili hao yamekuja wakati Selena Gomez na The Weeknd wakionekana kuachana kimapenzi. Mashabiki wa mastaa hao wamekuwa wakifuatilia na kugundua kwamba The Weeknd hafuatilii tena kwenye Instagram marafiki wa karibu sana au familia ya Selena. Kwa maneno mengine, The Weeknd yupo okay kwa wawili hao kukutana tena. Mchekeshaji na pia mwongozaji katika vipindi vya TV Jimmy Kimmel anarudi kuongoza tuzo za Oscar 2018 na anapanga kufanya utani kidogo kuhusu Harvey Weinstein wakati show za tuzo hizo zikiendelea. Kwa maneno yake, anaeleza kwamba kutakuwa na watu wengi ambao wamepitia kadhia ya Weinstein, na hilo sio jambo ambalo anataka kulipatia umaarufu kwenye usiku huo ambao baadhi ya macelebrity wanapatiwa tuzo. Aliendelea kusema kwamba kuna miezi kadhaa mbele hadi kufikia tuzo hizo. Chochote kile kinaweza kikatokea, marekebisho yanaweza yakafanyika. Basi tusubiri ni vichekesho gani atavitoa siku hiyo. Shutuma mpya za kadhia ya ngono zimejitokeza kuhusu mwigizaji Kevin